was that? Okay. Space. The not so final frontier, since we've got a whole show that takes place in it, but when last we saw our heroes, they had gone to Max Mars's private lab, where they more concretely learned about the connections between Mars's tech and the alien tech, which is behind the Silver Storm, and no doubt connected to the alien Telex that emerged from under the sea. Our heroes started to work on a jamming device that would blanket the city in a field that would disrupt the ability of the Silver Storm nanites from ever being used to control anyone. While they were doing that, Khione was getting very drunk. However, before they could complete the device, the roof of the subterranean lab was torn off by a powerful tractor beam, and the lab was attacked by another group of mind-controlled stormers. A battle ensued, and the Stormbreakers actually were doing quite well. They prevented some massive loss of life and minimized property damage, and they had the mind-controlled stormers very much on the ropes. But before they could claim their victory, our heroes were zapped by some sort of transport beam and sent halfway across the galaxy to some place that seems to be in lore space. And we left our heroes in the middle of a plaza in some alien city surrounded by lore soldiers, which is where we will go ahead and pick up. And, you know, I'm not saying that we're going to need it, but I'm going to go ahead and move you guys to a map.
A map!
That feels rude.
Also, before we get started too far, I forgot to say we're having a giveaway tonight. We have a free PDF copy of the new Danger Zone sourcebook from Green Ronin Publishing for Mutants and Masterminds. Use the code !Danger Zone to enter the raffle.
Yes, enter the raffle so that it's not just one person who enters.
Can I enter the raffle on behalf of my father-in-law? Because he would be really excited about it.
Yeah.
You said what now?
!Danger Zone. One word,
Danger
all
Zone.
lowercase.
Oh, all lowercase. I was about to scream that in the chat.
It would probably be inappropriate for the GM to enter himself into the raffle.
I have been entered. Okay.
I entered.
Yeah.
Last night.
Maybe I'll enter next week.
I think I was the only person who entered last night.
You were the only person who entered last night, so.
So I won by default. I did the thing because I was like, oh, if I do it, somebody else will do it.
Word Maximus pre-ordered.
Good call.
That's awesome.
All right. So, if you will turn your gaze over to Roll20, you should see that you are surrounded.
We've had worse odds.
You have.
Never tell me the odds.
Okay, Rick. Wrong game.
Also,
I need my other husband back.
For the sake of not making Roll20 crash, there are still civilians milling around. They're trying their best to get away and get out of the way, but there are people who could be injured by stray energy blasts or area effects, just so you're aware. So yeah, they're gesturing at you and pointing what are clearly some sort of energy weapon and shouting a lot. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to hold up my hands and activate redirecting warp.
Okay.
I am going to spend a hero point and do that power stunt again. And put the dome. I'm going to make sure I'm going to pull everybody closer to me and put a dome over us.
I'm going to exhaustedly hide behind Professor Cephalopod. Because I need a nap before we can fight anybody.
Do you need me to carry you?
I probably would not say no to that.
Oh, cradle Ethan like a baby.
Just a baby.
Who's a good superhero?
I will if Cyrus is doing that, I'm definitely gonna like, I don't know, there's so many people.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah, they're everywhere though. I'm just gonna take one step in front of him and get into a guard position. Yeah, no. Do not like this situation.
Oh, I'm definitely making ice fists and standing there aggressively facing everybody. Just like ready to haul off and punch anyone that comes near me.
Can you all see the aura I tossed around, Seth?
Yep.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to do a 10-foot circle.
Get thee behind me.
So just to be clear, one person is ducking for cover. One person is holding their hands up in a gesture of surrender while actually preparing to use their redirecting warp. One person is aggressively making ice fists, and the other person tossed up a force field.
Yep.
That is correct.
Sounds like standard Stormbreaker procedure.
Yeah, I don't see how they take that as anything other than you guys are here for a fight.
My hands are up. I'm not being aggressive at all.
I don't think responding to weapons being pointed at me with a defensive measure is aggressive either.
Yeah, but we brought a Khione with us.
Yeah, I mean, we can't control her. I could have pushed her. I should have pushed her out and put the...
I can protect my damn self.
She's not with us.
All right.
Blame her.
Well, in that case, you mean roll for initiative.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is not good. This is not good. Oh no! Okay.
I'm about to do something crazy.
Oh, that's so surprising.
Yeah, right?
How did Portal roll better than me? Oh, I rolled a natural 1. That is stupid.
Welcome back.
Stupid.
And Professor Cephalpod got a natural 20.
Cool. On my initiative. That's great. That's sure.
So...
Oh, I have a question. The staggered that I had during the battle was going to fall off, but we didn't make it back to my turn before we got zapped away.
Because of your regeneration?
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, assume
we
that
didn't make it back around.
Yeah, no, assume it would have fallen off.
Okay. I didn't take it off yet. I just wanted to make sure before I.
Yep. I mean, other conditions would have lingered, but since you are regenerating, yeah.
I'm guessing I'm still dazed though.
No, dazed would have fallen off too. If you're exhausted or fatigued, that's still in place, but.
And what about the 1 hit?
Your hits are still there.
Okay. I just didn't know how far along everything was, so.
Yeah. So yeah, Professor C, there are roughly a dozen soldiers with blaster rifles aimed at the 5 of you.
All right, well, I can't understand what they're saying, except that they're being aggressive about it.
Sure are. I will point out that in addition to, these guys who are on the street being aggressive, the civilians are actively running away and fleeing. And in the upper atmosphere, you can see explosions.
Mm-hmm. I am going to pull in all of my extra limbs.
Okay.
And I am going to count on math being the universal language.
Okay.
And I am going to Morse code at them with a little flashy light. Who are you? Why did you bring us here? And I'm just going to keep repeating it until somebody gets it.
Okay.
Do they speak Morse code?
I mean, I could do binary too. Binary makes more sense because that's actually math.
It is. Although whether or not the average person, even the average soldier, understands it is a good question.
I'm just gonna assume somebody out there will know.
Fair enough.
They'll get it eventually.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. Portal.
Just maintaining
The redirecting work.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on one moment. Okay. The soldier in the white uniform standing to the rear starts barking
like a dog, as far as we know.
Starts barking commands and not understanding what the flashing light means, makes a gesture that, it's a angry point with a sharp word that probably means give these people a hug.
No, it definitely doesn't mean that. I'm not stupid.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. Let's hear him out.
Khione.
Okay, so which one is doing that at me?
The guy in white back here.
Oh, back there.
Uh-huh.
Khione, don't do anything rash. Oh no.
100%. If she starts attacking, I'm kicking her out of this.
Yeah, no, it's like Carol is ready to reach out and grab her and stop her from running or something. I'm like, I will take my action.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hero point for your complication if you do something rash.
I know. I'm trying to decide how aggressive I'm going to be. Because I'm trying to decide if I want to try and freeze everybody to the ground, or if I want to use my fancy new power and try and freeze just the general's blood in his body.
Oh, the Deuce has redeemed moral support for Khione to encourage violence.
All right. Blood freezing it is.
And you were the one who said I was rude and disrespectful.
Thanks.
On the chat today.
So for that, the Deuce, the color I pick is neon pink.
All right. So
Have a hero point, Khione.
I'm going to kind of stand in front of Carol. Since Carol's more of a Hulk smash type, she has to be close to them. So I'm going to assume that she doesn't want to leave the force field. So I'm going to attempt to freeze Moon Knight Reject over here. I'm going to try and freeze his blood.
Okay.
Or whatever is in their body, whatever water I can feel in their body.
Yeah.
Water-like stuff. Oh God.
Aaron, not for nothing, I do think it would feel very similar to human blood.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely would.
I don't feel any magic or anything like that around me, right?
Not in the immediate vicinity, no.
I got 20. Does that hit him?
A 20 will hit him. So he gets to make a fortitude save.
Wait, question.
Answer.
So it's an attack roll. Is it targeting Will?
No.
Any chance I can redirect and warp this? Because I feel like Khione acting like an idiot is kind of something I would expect.
But you can't see what I'm doing. I'm not shooting something at him. I'm literally just activating the cells.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the subtle effect. I mean, he can see it. It's not.
Yeah.
Much as I want him to, I don't think it's a power that should be able to be redirected.
Yeah, I thought this was kind of like the bloodbending in Avatar universe.
Yeah, I was like, all right there, Amon. Cool
Yeah.
it.
But the thing is, it's not built that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was a perception ranged power, I could see it not being able to be redirected, warped, or subtle, maybe, but
Yeah.
rules as written, it is supposed to be able to be. But it's up to Aaron ultimately.
Yeah.
Well, who are you gonna redirect it to? Me?
He doesn't actually have to redirect. He can just reflect.
Portal freezes my blood to get back at me.
Yes. Not Crucible's blood, Alex's blood.
I traded that in for oil centuries ago.
It just feels weird to me to think that you would be prepared to redirect your teammate.
Okay.
Also, isn't this the first time she's used this power in front of us?
The second time.
Okay, never mind.
But I only used it quickly once. I didn't. I actually was everybody there?
Well, I was going to say, but that's actually 6 months from now.
Yeah, it is. It's 6 months from now. So yes, this is the first time that she's used it.
No, it's just that the Pride Parade was set after the campaign.
Oh.
So, yeah. So you've used it on stream, but this is the first
probably
time.
the first time that Khione has
seen
used this
it.
power in front of anyone.
Yeah.
I can go with that as an explanation. I've never seen it before, and I didn't expect her to do it.
Yeah.
I think if I were, you guys probably would assume that I would throw something at them.
All right. Well, in any case, he's going to make a fortitude save, or at least attempt one. Whoa.
For fuck's sake.
He makes the save.
Wow. Okay.
Can I just make you re-roll that so it's worse?
What? No, that's luck control, which is not a power you have. So he kind of staggers for a second and like clutches his heart, almost like there's something weird going on with his blood. And then he screams out something about pointing directly at you this time. Dr. Irons.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna like grab Khione behind me and be like, "You have just made this worse. What are you doing?" And put her basically put her in front of Seth. I can't move her, but put her in front of Seth inside the shield more. And can I use athletics to get in front of not Moon Knight?
You don't even need athletics. I mean, you can just jump over there.
This is true. I didn't want to like expose my jumping capabilities in front of these people, so I wanted to like dash forward or something like that.
I mean, it's in your normal ground speed too. I mean, it's 30 feet.
So yeah, I just want to boop in front of him and be like, "We're okay. Like, hi, not gonna hurt you, but please stop. Please stop. Stop." And so using persuasion to hopefully calm him down and be like, "I could hurt you, but I did not. Please stop. She's bad. Like, not a girl."
I will allow you to make a persuasion check to try to change his attitude, although, you know, the language barrier is definitely going to give you some penalties to that.
Yeah, okay. So I know last week I had rolled a history check or something. That's not this game. About whether or not Carol had any kind of familiarity with lore from her Aegis work. And I knew like the basics around it, but it's also 10-year-old knowledge.
Right.
Would any of that help me in this moment, or I'm just still bumbling through all of this awkwardly?
I mean,
Flameo, hot man, like that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't have any knowledge that is specific enough.
Okay, that is fair. Yeah, fuck. Fine. The 13.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah, you're trying to calm him down, but he he looks pretty pissed off, and B, he clearly doesn't understand the words you're using. And as you are gesturing with your hands, he steps back almost as if he thinks you're about to throw a punch at him.
Yeah, no, and I'm just gonna stay like the exact same distance.
Okay.
With him.
Crucible.
Well,
I don't love the fact that I saw you measuring.
I'm always measuring, don't worry.
Liar.
I'm going to give you a hero point so I can have the improved smashed advantage for a round. And I'm going to use my magnetic expulsion burst area effect to destroy all these guys' weapons.
It could have been worse.
It is a selective area burst effect. They have to make a dodge save because the objects are attended to by them. But they don't get a bonus to that dodge save for me attacking a held object because I took the improved smashed advantage.
Okay, so they get to make a dodge save against a DC 27?
DC 22 for the dodge save.
Okay.
And then the objects, based if they're equipment, they'll get their toughness is based on the material they're made out of. Steel is toughness 9, iron is toughness 7, if that matters. The weapons will get a toughness save versus the burst area effect.
Okay.
At least they're gonna die.
1, 2, 3. I'm rolling the wrong stat, but it's the same. They've got the same dodge. 4, 5. So one person makes the dodge save. And then it's
if they make it, the toughness is DC 21. If they fail, it's DC 27.
And it's a
toughness save for the object.
Which, yeah, like you said, is probably about a toughness of 9.
Yeah. Steel is 9, iron is 7, so presumably somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. So one guy still has a rifle.
Yeah, so I step back, I raise my hands, seeing that Khione is engaging and trying to impress her. I will raise my hands, all of their guns float up into the air except for one guy, and they just break in half and fall to the ground.
Okay.
And Ethan wants to say something pithy, but they won't understand him anyway. So.
They will not. Well, she's going to try to do something. Unfortunately, the two people who would be the logical targets both are immune to mental effects. So
does she know that?
No, she doesn't. So she wastes her turn. So yeah, she puts her hand to her temples, looks at Dr. Irons, and then frowns.
No, honey.
No. No boom boom. No boom boom.
No. No.
No crunch in here.
No,
Take
no.
your crunches elsewhere.
So the soldier who does still have his rifle, which is the guy with the blue dot.
Hi there, blue dot guy.
Red dot is just my initiative tracker guy.
I don't even see the red dot guy.
He's up at the top of the map.
Oh, wow. There's more of them in there. Okay.
Yeah. Blue dot guy is going to step back and fire at Dr. Irons.
All right.
That's wrong. Okay, there it goes. Pretty sure 23 will hit.
Fortitude?
No, toughness, but
A 32 will redirect.
didn't need to bother. It wasn't going to get through her impervious. But
Yeah.
But I've got a purpose in doing this, though.
okay, who are you shooting?
Nobody, and I want it to be something. I want the outgoing portal to be like in front of him, pointing up, so he sees that it did not hit her, but it did not hit anybody else.
Okay.
We're outside, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what are the rest of them going to do?
So, where's my weapon?
No, they're loyal and dedicated soldiers. They're going to draw ceramic combat knives.
Uh-oh.
Fine.
I see
Oopsie
they went to,
doodle.
I see
Alrighty.
they went to Pottery Army Surplus Store.
I mean, it's like you guys engaged them or something.
Shut your mouth.
You guys?
Oh, they'll swipe at the barrier, and one of them will swipe at Dr. Irons.
Okay.
Can I try to? I don't. Is that in this game?
What?
Like, so he's attempting to hit me with a little ceramic knife. It's not going to hurt me because of the impervious skin, I'm assuming.
Probably.
And so I just knife self-defense, trap, and roll the wrist and disengage. And I have the knife now, but I don't know if there's a roll for that.
There is, but you'd need to have an action readied. So it's a thing that could be done, but you've already taken your action.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna be like, tink. All right, and said no. What's other international symbols of no? Stop. Go. Stop it.
It's not even going to hit you.
Tink. All right, no, stop. Go away. Shoot.
Professor C.
I'm still going to redirect it, though.
Okay.
And this time, it's the same thing, except it's going to be like in a different direction to show that whatever's happening is able to direct where those go.
Okay.
They can see that there's a choice being made to not harm anyone.
Okay. Professor C.
Portal, can you get me eyes on the sky? Might help us to know what's going on up there. And I'm going to continue to hold the force field.
Okay.
And flash my little light. Eventually someone will know math.
He doesn't look and he's like, is Professor C calling out targets?
Hey, honey, might need to make it simpler.
I don't know how to get simpler than math.
It's math. Math is math.
I don't understand simple. How do you get simpler? It's ones and zeros.
They don't have that here.
Everybody has ones and zeros.
Portal.
But not everyone communicates with ones and zeros in the same way. I'm going to go ahead and open up a portal kind of in front of us so that we can see, throw a portal kind of high up there to see what's going on.
How high?
How high does the explosion look to be?
Possibly just out of the atmosphere.
Well, I don't want to create a vacuum.
Right. I was going to say.
In the bubble. So I want to try and get up as high as I can without leaving the atmosphere. But I don't know how high that is. So instead, what I'm going to do is say, yeah, I probably could, but I don't know how high the atmosphere is, and redirecting work.
Fair enough.
And my hands are still up the whole time.
Right. So coming around the corner, you see a gravitationally propel, or a grav lift vehicle.
Hey, Luke's here.
Yeah, except it's got a cannon on it.
I wanted to go to Tossie Station to get some power converters.
Yeah, so do they. Yeah, they're going to drop an anti-personnel blast, which is an area effect. Right here. So, Professor C, how much toughness does your force field provide?
5.
Okay.
Protection 5.
So I will need a dodge roll, DC 20 from the 4 of you inside the force field. And give yourselves a +5 to the dodge roll.
Oh, I got a 25.
Okay.
I got a 20.
17.
And Ethan got a 24. So Portal, Crucible, and Professor C make a DC 20 toughness save. Khione, give me a DC 25 toughness save.
That feels right. $35.
17, so I fail by 3.
So you take a bruise.
I got a 30 -2 for my exhausted for a 28.
So you're fine.
Did mine even roll?
Yeah. Got a 14.
Okay.
You happy with that 14, or do you want to?
Whatever.
All right. So that's a bruise and a daze. What is the captain going to do? Captain's going to make an insight check to see if he's able to interpret what Portal is doing. Well, pretty good, actually. The captain will take a step away from Khione.
You mean Carol?
Or for Carol. My roll 20 is being stupid.
I'm like, I didn't push her out of the force field yet.
No, he takes a step back away from Dr. Irons and he shouts out something with a kind of gesture.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
I am preparing to redirect Khione at this point.
Yes, that I buy that. At this point, I entirely accept that. Khione.
So the blue guy is the only one with a weapon, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to try and freeze Wonder Chick over here and knock off Dollar General Moon Knight, and then the green troopers, the two in front of him, like so sorry, Carol, you're gonna be caught in it. I'm gonna try and throw like an ice like lake in front of them.
Like a snow cone?
No.
The freeze to the ground thing?
Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't figure out that word.
All right. So, yeah, everyone there needs to make a dodge save.
Sorry, Carol. But your dodge is pretty good. My bad.
It's fine. It's probably gonna be good for their morale to see me fall on my ass from my own teammate.
No, you're not falling. She's essentially tangle footing you.
Yeah, you're frozen solid.
Sorry.
So our one soldier is frozen, is immobile and defenseless. One is injured and vulnerable. The captain.
Alex is having problems.
Just, you're gonna be fine. Rolls a natural 1, I think. No, a 5, but yeah.
The captain manages to get out of the way. And the Mentat is also frozen solid. Immobile and defenseless.
Of course, like I can't hit the one dude I'm trying to hit.
Yeah. So put nets on the two who are immobile and defenseless. And have no symbol on the guy who's injured and vulnerable. And Dr. Irons is also immobile and defenseless. And it's her turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You can try to break out if you want.
Yeah. What do I do for that?
So it's you're making a D20 plus your strength against the 22 of her ice.
Plus my strength. Do I just need to type in D20 and roll it?
Yeah.
If you click on the
Or
strength
you can
button,
just click on your strength too, actually.
Okay.
Yep, you can break free.
So I just go ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Khione, stop! And I'm gonna turn back around to that guy and just like exasperated momness of like, kids, we're not here to hurt you. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. It's.
I may not be here to hurt them, but I am. I say into the columns, not loud enough for them to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Crucible.
More flailing in the wrong language.
Reaching out with my magnetic senses, can I tell that this is the only person in this vehicle?
Yes.
Cool. And is his armor magnetic?
I'm gonna say no. It's not made of metal. It is a high-tech, polymer of some sort that is lighter than any metallic substance, but better able at absorbing damage.
Cool. What about the tank speeder thing?
The tank is definitely primarily metal.
Then I will pick it up and flip it over and put it on its head.
You can do
It's
that.
like, whoop, whoop, no.
I mean, I think technically you do have to roll to hit the tank, but
yeah. Whoa, what is my move object power called, Alex? Magnetic control. There it is.
yeah.
I will spend a hero point to reroll because missing a tank is embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
I don't know. It sounds on brand for me for Crucible.
There we go. Natural 20.
Where would you like to put the tank?
Just where it is, just upside down.
Okay.
With the gun facing over here.
Okay, sure. Done.
And if I can take the guy out, like if his seat is magnetic, I'll pick his seat up, pull him through the windshield, put him down, and then flip the tank over.
Sure.
It's like putting a kid to bed. Mm-hmm. No, get out of the toy. I said go to bed.
Okay. No, wait, I don't want to delete the tank. I just want to delete the hero point. All right. So she originally tried on Dr. Irons and had no effect.
That, all right. That magnetism guy is causing all kinds of havoc.
Yeah, but
and he's wearing
the one being violent.
And he's wearing a cape, so that means he's the leader, right?
I'm rolling a d4. Khione is 1, Seth is 2, Crucible is 3, Portal is 4.
I don't like that.
1?
Yeah, you're 1. Okay.
Don't get excited. It's not a good thing.
I'm number 1. I'm number 1.
You're about to get
Khione, would you give me a will save?
A what?
A will save.
20.
Okay. So she is able to get into your brain and read your mind.
Great. The one person who's not thinking kill them all.
There's a lot of thoughts running through her head right now.
Most of them involve killing them.
Most of them are more like, I feel like they would be more terror kill. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel threatened. I am going to kill you.
Okay. Everyone who is not immune to telepathy.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Me?
I think that's everybody except Portal.
Wait a second. Khione is immune to telepathy. That wouldn't have worked.
Is she? I didn't think she got the nanites.
I thought I did, but I don't know. Does that go somewhere?
It's on your character sheet. I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember putting it on her character sheet. Okay, never mind. So she gestures and squints and again frowns because someone else who is immune to telepathy.
She's having a rough day.
Yeah, I mean the problem is that you guys want her to actually be able to read.
I know.
Okay.
Can we see her doing?
Oh yeah, I mean it's clear that she's trying to do some sort of psionics.
But we also don't know if it's like, I'm gonna take over your mind or mind blast or like.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I know what I'm gonna do on my next turn. It's dumb.
Yeah. So I've got soldiers who are attacking ineffectively through that shield. So let's go straight to Professor C.
All right. I can see her trying to do something over there.
Yeah.
I am going to try to assess whether or not I can. I'm trying to figure out if she looks like she's trying to hurt someone because she's done that thing and nothing has happened. Right. So I'd like to, I don't know, insight check her.
I feel like the insight check is the right thing to do here. Yes.
I can do better than that. Here's a hero point. No, not engineering check her, insight check her.
Please don't engineering her.
Engineering check you. That is a 30.
She definitely looks like she is trying to understand you all, and is saying, you guys can't hear what she's saying, and until you were really focusing on her, you wouldn't have even realized she was speaking because she's keeping her voice low and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly trying to speak in soothing, calming tones over to the guy in white.
All right. In that case, I'm going to do something real stupid. I'm going to give Porter a look, and then I'm going to move over the heads of these people and just look at her.
An octopus staring at her through the glass.
Yep.
And I will drop the force field because I don't want that moving with me. Because
Okay.
that would be weird.
That would be weird.
The look I gave to Portal was, I just kind of go, get her. And then I'm kind of pointing at Khione, like, please control her.
Portal.
Well, first thing I'm going to do, does that big old cannon look like it's operational?
I mean, it's upside down and facing away from you, so probably not.
Okay. Does anybody else have a ranged weapon?
Yes, but they're still trapped in ice.
Okay.
You're welcome.
And does hindered and what, can they make melee attacks if someone was within melee range of them?
So the one who is immobile and defenseless, I'm going to say no. The one who is hindered and vulnerable, yes.
Okay. You may require a hero point for this, but I'm going to open up portals in front of each one of the soldiers, and they're all going to be right on me. So that it makes I'm purposely making it easier for them to hit me. My arms are still up. So basically, they see a portal right in front of them that just looks at my midsection.
Okay. Okay. So whatever single word the captain said last turn with the hand down gesture, he repeats much more forcefully.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to look over to Khione and say, Khione, stand down. And I'm very clearly looking at her with an angry expression.
Okay.
We're muppeting it, guys.
Yep. But yeah, so
toddler show.
He repeats that same gesture and that same word much more forcefully than before. Khione?
I mean, can I stab him?
Who?
All of them?
You cannot stab all of them.
Okay, so these guys are all frozen except for their Moon Knight guy. How big is my freeze thing?
Your what?
How big of a space does my freeze thing make?
It's a 30-foot burst, I think.
Okay, like so I could get all the dudes around me, correct? But I would hit Portal and Crucible.
Yes.
Quick question, Aaron.
Yeah.
Or for Khione, but are Khione's powers magical?
Yes.
Isn't Dr. Irons immune to magic?
She is immune to magical damage effects.
Oh, damage. Okay.
But any physical characteristic will still affect me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ice freeze is just like a.
The ice is real. What creates it is magic.
Right.
Correct. I mean,
Notably, her powers do not have the magic descriptor. They are magic in origin, but they do not have the magic descriptor.
Got to hurt your own teammates again?
you know what?
Khione's going in timeout when this is over.
I mean, you could definitely freeze all of the soldiers. You just couldn't do so and avoid
everybody else.
Yeah. Now you could, if you were to move out of the radius, so like back here, you could probably get from this guy to this guy by placing it, placing the target, the center right back there. Or you could get all of them and not get the 4 up top.
I mean, I don't want to hit my teammates, but like.
She also doesn't care.
I don't want them moving around.
They haven't been moving around.
I'm pretty sure they're surrounding us, and that makes me very uncomfortable. I feel like a trapped.
They did move around the force field. They just couldn't move any closer because of the force field that's now gone.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna do it with the intention of avoiding Portal and Crucible. So will that get the guys shaped like an L?
Hold on a second. You see the little lantern on the map?
Yeah.
You hold on.
Is that 30 feet?
Yeah.
Oh shit, snacks.
That's
Well,
a 30 range.
So here's what I'm saying though. You can move it around now.
Does she have
Right, no, that's a 60-foot diameter.
Oh god. Okay, that feels better.
So you could put it right here.
So I would have missed one of them.
Yep.
Aaron, I think you were right before.
It's not a 30-foot radius. It's a 30-foot diameter, isn't it?
Most powers are radius.
It says a 30-foot radius sphere.
Oh, fuck. Then, yeah, it's huge.
So then I should have gotten way more of them then.
Yeah, she could freeze the whole courtyard if she wants to.
Yeah.
Or she could not do that.
Since her friend said stop.
Like, I understand Khione is all about choose violence, but is she going to start choosing violence when it is actively harming the majority of her teammates?
And when they've told her to stop doing it. That's going to become a problem.
I would have nailed all of them.
Yes, you were also in a force field, so,
Yeah, that's true. All right, since you guys told me to stop, I'm just going to ready an ice shield and a spear in the other hand, like Wonder Woman style, just like in case they decide now that the force field is down to actually come after us.
Okay.
And I'll move like in front of, I'm kind of like in front of both of them.
Okay. Carol.
Are we good?
She's so pissed.
I'm so mad.
You're mad.
I am just taking one little step forward. I'm going to put one hand on Cyrus's suit, and I'm going to slowly, oh, fuck, this is so dumb. I'm going to, fuck. I'm I'm gonna kneel down, and in like whatever dirt there is on the ground, I am going to draw a smiley face.
Well, there'd be ice on the ground.
I was gonna say there's precious little dirt, but there is ice.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm
Just
gonna use
scrape
my
a little
fingers
smiley
and
face.
I'm happy.
An aggressive smiley face.
Aggressive
very
smiley
aggressive.
face in the stupid ice. Ha. 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 They're cold. And I'm gonna try to fucking persuade again.
Okay.
I am not hitting anything. Fine. It's better than last time.
Fine.
18 is better than 13.
It is. Crucible.
Ethan is going to take a happy little step back away from what he assumes is Peter's street performance of Julius Caesar that's about to happen. And I will raise my hands and make it... Well, I'm not going to raise my hands because every time I've done that, I've destroyed all their magnetic things. I'm going to put my hands in my pocket.
You have pockets in that costume?
Of course my costume. I'm wearing jeans in my costume.
It's just
I just figured
jeans.
like his apron in the front has some kind of pockets where tools are supposed to go.
All right.
Yeah, he's gotta have a place for his balls.
That's true.
Not
They're over Khione's purse.
touching that one. Professor C, would you give me a will save? Or you can voluntarily...
I will not give you a will save.
Okay. So the mentat looks into the soulless eyes of the octopus.
My eyes are not soulless.
Which mind does she touch?
the dominant one. And then at that point, everyone who is not immune to mental powers will hear in their brains, stop! She looks over to the captain and she says, lower your weapons, what remains of them.
Mhm.
Lower your one gun.
They have combat knives.
Right.
I sense that these strangers are not connected to the arrival of the Devourer.
I am specifically thinking at her in pictures of what just happened to us when we got here.
She looks at you and in kind of a halting English says out loud, I am Elva. Mentat of the Lord Republic.
Cyrus of Earth. This is my team.
She switches back to the alien tongue and, very quickly, seems to be berating the captain, and the captain will repeats the order to stand down, and everyone who is able to either sheathes or holsters their weapon, and they step down, and we're out of combat unless someone wants to do something stupid.
I don't want to do something stupid, but I do want to close all those portals.
Sure.
So you want to undo something stupid?
Can I do something a little stupid?
Sure.
Now, Carol is jumping right over here in front of Khione and yanking the shield out of her hand.
Are you gonna leave me with my ice spear?
Please use it.
She's giving you mom face.
Please use it. Did you say use it?
Go
Very
ahead
mom
and use it. Like, if I have yanked the shield out of your hand, leaving you with the spear, go ahead and use that on someone. But no, I'm going to get in the way of it. Foreign land, foreign people, we are on their territory. Be nice for once.
Dr. Irons, I think you might be the person she wants to use it on.
I don't care right now.
Mom says please do.
once
Mom's
she
just
says,
mad I threw her
please,
to the ground.
by the way, once she says please do, I'm gonna concentrate for redirecting warp. Specifically on Khione.
Yeah.
Retract it back into my hand.
Y'all, we are in an alien world. Can we please get along?
Seth is just going to aggressively think, please excuse my children.
So she concentrates for a moment, and there is GM hand waving. There is basically a telepathic translation field up at this point.
That's cool.
Oh, cool. That'll make it easy for me to learn it. Cool.
Which does not help those of you who are immune to mental abilities.
Nope. But it helps me.
Yep. So Portal and Seth will be able to freely understand everything.
So where are we? How did we get here? What is that?
What are you pointing to when you say that? What is that?
The sky.
The explosions.
So she, I don't know how you got here. It seems like you're not certain either. We did not bring you here. We are, and she looks up, otherwise occupied.
I'm going to say, I think we were brought by a big, giant spaceship that if you look into my mind, I can imagine the picture of.
Oh, or I could just do this holograph of it rising up out of the sea.
Is nothing that I am familiar with, but perhaps we could have you speak with the Praetor. Where are you? You are in the Magna lore system. And once upon a time, this was the shining center of the lore republic. We have been diminished. And that's the captain. It's one way of putting it. Do you wish to take over, Captain? Yeah.
Take us to your leader.
That'll happen. As she was saying, this is the capital of the Lore Republic. We have been under siege several years now by the Stellar Khanate, Stellar Imperium, and the GRU working together. Our empire had been diminished due to their concentrated efforts. Not empire, our republic. That's a GM screw up, not a him screw up. But there have been reports coming as outposts have gone silent of, well, there's debate about what it's calling it, but the accepted belief is that it is the Great Devourer.
Does any of this mean anything to me?
You have well informed.
Yeah, can I use that new thing I got?
You sure can.
Okay, I roll investigation.
Yep.
And +5.
And where are you? There you are. 33.
So the lore definitely you have heard of. And what he's saying is pretty much accurate. The Lore Republic, they are a warlike species, but they are relatively honorable. They're not really a conquering species. But they most of what he said about who they were tracks. You would also know about the Stellar Khanate or Stellar Imperium, because the Star Khan has definitely attacked Earth before. And as have the Gru. There was a Gru invasion, in fact. The Gru are basically Skrulls.
Comic version.
Comic version, not MCU version. Yeah. The Great Devourer, however, does not ring any bells.
Doesn't sound good.
No, doesn't. The captain then will say, you know, I am Conro. I apologize that my soldiers were so quick to act.
We apologize that a couple of our members were so quick to act.
I am frustrated because the battle that is overhead, by all accounts, is not going well. The Praetor has already called for an evacuation of the planet, but I do not believe it will be in time. We should take them to the Praetor. Yes, we should.
I can help with evacuation.
Can you?
Open up a port. I open up a portal in front of me and step forward to go right next and step right in front of him. Yes, I can.
Can you take people off planet? Millions of them?
I've never tried it before, but potentially. Are we talking, do you have a destination?
We have outposts on other worlds.
I can't guarantee, but I might be able to set something up. We'll have to look into the logistics of how we would do it, but I could potentially set up a static portal.
In any case, this is not my decision to make. Let's take you to the Praetor.
Predator.
Praetor, the Praetor, not the Predator. Oh, never mind. Both Khione and I don't understand what they're saying. So
Yeah, I have no idea.
All three of us aren't understanding anything that's being said right now.
Praetor's a Latin word, right? That's not in their native language. Or it is.
That's just what it sounds. That's just what it translates to for us. We don't know what their word is. I mean, Seth does because he's paying attention because he wants to learn this language. But Seth will translate roughly the basics to the other three, and then say, "We are going to their leader. Please behave."
Always very well behaved.
Yes, Dad.
Even in octopus face, you can tell. He's looking at you like, really?
All right. Well, before we move on to that, looks like a good time for us to go ahead and take our break. So let's do that, and then we will pick back up with you guys going to meet Praetor Ram Lev.
We're gonna die.
We can't die yet. Crossovers next week.
And we've already done something in the future. We can't die.
Surprise, the crossover is
Right.
the Weekend at Bernie's episode with our corpses. Guardians of Haven are just carrying us around.
Oh, like what happened last time?
Oh, no.
Hi, I'm Crucible. Oh.
Good luck with all my limbs. I deflate when I die.
Oh, no.
Hey, one of the Guardians is a telekinetic.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll be fine. All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, everybody.
Okay.